At this point, I was planning to have a little play of the Charpentier piece, which the Consort group are going to do when we do eventually do this concert. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a decent enough version on YouTube, so you may find it on Spotify, but we'll leave that one to the imagination. We'll finish with the Fauré, the Cantique, this beautiful piece, and I've got a recording for you, which is interesting in a couple of ways, really. It's sung in French. It's the choir of King's College, Cambridge. And I thought it'd be nice to include something conducted by Stephen Clearbury, who sadly passed away last year. I've worked with him a great deal over my career. He was the sub-organist of Westminster Abbey when I was first a chorister, and he kind of taught me my first ever rehearsal as a probationer there. And later on, I played to him a lot at Cambridge and gave recitals at King's, and worked with him since then a lot for the BBC. So he's very, very much missed, and it's nice to see him playing a different version of this. It's an arrangement for strings and harp. I think this may be the arrangement by John Rutter, but it doesn't say, so I'm not completely sure. I think that's probably the case. It's a recording from the Albert Hall. It's also got a good translation of this over the top. So for those of you who maybe are not quite as clued up as you might be on what it all means, do follow along as you watch this. Do sing along. I've done a PDF of the version we're used to seeing that you can click the link, which hopefully will be there, and you can follow along. Following that, and to finish with this week, again, trying to show something as far removed from his choral music as we can be. Many of you will know as well as the Cantique, I'm sure nearly everybody will know his Requiem, and be familiar with that, which is obviously a very similar style to the Cantique. But this piece is much more flamboyant. Fauré was a fantastic pianist and very accomplished instrumental writer. And here is the sonata, the violin sonata in A major. The first movement is really the most famous bit of this sonata. So here's below is a link to the whole sonata, a nice recording and video, which is interesting, fun to watch. So just watch the first movement if you like, or you can just leave it running and watch the whole thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece, one of his best pieces, I think. So I hope you've enjoyed these the second week's video, and look forward to seeing you. I'm going to keep going through. We're going to ignore the Easter holidays, and I'll just keep going, and we'll keep working our way through this rehearsal. Do let the others know. There's been quite a number of views, but not everybody, I don't think, has seen it yet. So do pass it on. The beauty of these videos is you can go back within a week. I'll leave them up. You can go back on previous weeks, or if there's particular pieces you're interested in seeing again, you can. Of course, if you want to just have a sing along and ignore everything else, you can just go through the videos of the music, and hopefully that'll be an easy way for you to do that. Have a good week, and see you next Tuesday.